Well, believe it or not, 2025 is the year that the oldest Gen-Xers are turning 60. That means many of them are becoming grandparents for the very first time. Kathy Buckworth is the host of the Go to Grandma podcast, and she's joining me live from Toronto this morning. That stat is just mind-blowing, isn't it, Kathy?
It kind of is, isn't it? Yeah, these are like the helicopter parents becoming grandparents. How about that?
Yeah, I know. Now, you've compiled the best and worst 3 ways we can help. Let's start with the good.
So how do we help with new grandkids? I'm on my 4th new grandkid, and with each one, I kind of made the effort to be available. And that's my first tip. Be available. If you live close by, if you can, clear your schedule. A lot of us are still working. Please clear your schedule. If you live far away, consider doing what I did, which was I actually went and took a place close to where they live, because they live about an hour away from me, so I could be completely available and devoted to them. To really help them out with their 4th, which of course involved me a lot of taking care of the older 2. Anyway, I found it super easy to do. I worked through booking.com and entered things like safe location, close to them, close to grocery town, etc. So be available. My second tip would be to be proactive. Things that don't seem baby related, but are, like getting the groceries, doing the laundry, sweeping the floor, take their car to get gas, all of these things so that they can really concentrate on taking care of that baby, particularly if it's their first one. And we all know what it's like to be a first-time parent. You're all baby all the time. And my third really best way is be quiet. So stop those comments like, well, you turned out okay. I wouldn't feed the baby that way. Do they need waking up? And the one that makes all the TikTok memes, put some socks on that grandbaby. Everyone, apparently all grandmas say this. So just sort of be quiet and keep those comments to yourself, unless you think the baby is obviously at risk. The 3 worst things you can do are really to just sit there. If you go over to help, can you help? Like, don't ask for a cup of coffee.
Oh, come on, Kathy. That's fair. That's a fair argument for certain grandparents. But I mean, you're still a guest. There's some grandparents out there that are gonna be like, I'm a guest here. I don't want to.
Well, then you're not helping. If you know what I mean. If you're going to be a guest, then maybe don't visit. I know that sounds harsh, but they have enough on their plate. Or maybe come over for just a short period of time, drop off a gift, hold the baby, and get out. Don't hang out for hours, because really you want to be helping them out. These are my 2 grandsons at the condo that I rented. They were working out with me. And also you talked about being a guest. Well, don't invite other people to visit. So don't say, well, you know, your aunt's coming around, or I invited my best friend to come and see the baby. It's their schedule, and they get to decide who gets to visit the baby, who gets to hold the baby. You don't get to decide that. You're not inviting people over. They're inviting people over.
Look at that crew, Kathy. Look at that crew. Give them a shout out. Let's hear their names.
Aren't they cute? So that's Sloan, who's 2, Maggie, who's the newborn, who's about 8 weeks now, Cam, who's 4, and Owen, who's 5. These are all from my one daughter. She's got a busy household.
Oh, boy. Yeah, she needs the help. I understand the condo now. And what was your third piece of bad advice, the third worst thing we could be doing?
Is expecting to keep to your own schedule. So babies, as we know, have their own schedule. And so they're establishing brand new routines in their house. So, for instance, if you always think, well, I always have dinner at 6. So are we having dinner at 6? If you're over there helping out, you're probably not. How's that? You're adjusting to their schedule. So throw your old routines and schedules out the window if you are there helping out with the family. Obviously, keep your own things if you're not in their house. But if you're there, it's their rules, their schedule. And you didn't get to have your dinner at the right time, or you didn't get to go to your exercise class that day, you're there to help them, not for them to help you keep to your schedule.
Kathy, thank you for this advice for you at home. You can take it or leave it. Kathy Buckworth is the host of Go to Grandma podcast. You can find that wherever you download your podcasts. Thank you, Kathy.